Are we swirling? No, we're live. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
See, I didn't say buddy.
Everybody.
Welcome to Chat Face, and today there's two of us.
Yep.
And
Leslie
is sick, and we miss her very much so. So get better. I'm not even on, so I can't tell if she's on or not. I guess one of us should have logged on, right? Oops. Okay, you do that. So we're trying to get used to looking at the camera. We have this issue every time with the monitor in front of us. But if there's anybody out there, because if we had a really handsome cameraman, we would have no problem looking at the camera.
And if they want to volunteer their time, that would be even better, because as you can see, we're low budget.
We are low budget.
So
they could even just sit behind the camera
yeah.
so that we could look at them. Anyway. Also, you know what? I was thinking about the fact that, okay, we talk about not having makeup or anything, but it would be really nice to have somebody, if anybody's out there, either live, hello my live people, or on YouTube or later, hello, that does makeup and would be able to come and give us some makeup ideas. Now, you and Leslie don't need it because you're young.
Well, no, I
and
do
you have
need
young
it.
Skin.
No, I do need it, because if you have a secret to get rid of this,
yeah, short of surgery,
and make it disappear.
Yeah, that would be good. But for those of us who have the, the aged skin, and you know what I've noticed too is I used to be able to wear eyeliner, but now I have bumps at the base of my eyelids, and apparently that's something you get when you're older. I don't know. I don't know what they are. That's what the doctor said. Of course, you know what my doctors are like anyway. But you can't do it anymore. I'd like to know how to do this.
My skin is changing though, and I mean, I'm not quite 40, and 29 still, and so, I noticed
too.
I'm getting spots on my hands, and my skin is changing on my face. I have to moisturize a little bit more. Actually, yeah. I'm just like, pour the bottle on, because I don't know what else to do. I may not be using the right products, or
That's just
I don't know.
You need to know the right products,
exactly.
How to apply it. Do you go from powder to now rouge? Remember our grandmas used, did your grandma ever use rouge?
I think
the
it
red
was
rouge?
just, yes, the rouge
or the
and the lipstick. That's
yeah.
what she wore, and that's it. It was just, let's pink the cheeks and the lips, and then
yeah, so if there's anybody out there, because it'd be kind of fun to do a show on how to apply makeup when you reach certain ages. So anyway, just thought I'd throw that out there.
Even for the young people, just professionally, because I can't even make are they bat wings or cat?
Oh, I can't do that.
I can't. I just want to know how to do that. I've tried, and literally one's like this, so it looks like my eyes are like.
I just look like
the right shape.
I just look like I'm on a hooker. I don't even know how nicely to say it anymore with eyeliner and the eyebrows. I think maybe I need to make my eyebrows more, because they're kind of red and faded. So I'll do that because I've got the cool stuff, and I look at it and I just think, oh, now all I see are my eyebrows. But then if you look at people on shows and stuff, it kind of matches. I mean, you see their eyebrows, but it looks good.
Mine are just disappearing.
I know. So anyway, Leslie, we miss you.
She's watching.
Oh, good. Hi. Is Nancy watching? Does she only watch when you're on?
Nancy, you better be watching.
You better be watching us. So, well, I got back from a really successful trip for the Tulip Festival, and I had some pictures. I downloaded the pictures to Facebook, and they didn't show up. I just found out today. So I printed a few off, and this is some of the tulips.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, they were. Well, look at this. This they had, I don't even know how you say it, but they made it, and all throughout this area, they looked like a river going through the tulip beds. And it was really pretty. These were all at Rosengard. Now, Tulip Town wasn't quite set up because they had a rough year last year, but they were very accommodating.
So wait, is there just one place you go, or is it like...
Well, these are two main places that you pay to get in. Now, Rosengard, they weren't very helpful when I was trying to get some information. However, their displays, and there's part of the group there that went. I have to move it fast so you can't recognize anybody. No, anyway, it took a while. We kind of took over this whole area there so we could get this picture. But they had a picnic area, a place to eat. It was really fabulous. So we will do it again next year. The Swinomish Lodge where we stayed was so beautiful. Our bedrooms had sliding glass doors, even on the fourth floor. You could open them, and it looked out over the bay. And what you saw in the outline was Orcas Island and Lopez Island, the San Juan Island. And we slept with our door open. So that breeze came in. It was such a wonderful time.
So how far is that away from?
It was 5 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, drive time, maybe 10. Yeah, it's very close.
Oh.
So next year we'll do something. We'll do that again, maybe tulips one day and visit a couple of the little towns around there.
Yeah.
Connor is an amazing little town. So I'm very excited.
You were tiptoeing through the tulips.
We were actually even singing that.
Somebody called, and I can't remember who it was, and they were like, I was like, oh no, she's at the Tulip Festival, and she's like, oh, they're tiptoeing through the tulips, and I'm like, oh yeah.
We were. We actually did tiptoe through the tulips. First day was very windy, and the video will be on our website, but the second day was just gorgeous. Very much fun. And we had a great group. We just had a lot of fun.
Well, you never know how the weather's going to be when you start going to the west side and up, towards the...
Yeah. And now our next trip will be Pendleton Live. That one's sold out, May 15th. And then there's a handful of people actually just going to go down to Wild Horse and do a little...
gambling?
Little donation time, if it's me. But on this Friday, in fact, today, Wednesday... Edmund from Friendly Excursions is coming in, and I wish he could be here for the show, but his plane is landing in 25 minutes. He will be here Friday to show all of the presentations for the Taste of New Mexico, Albuquerque, and the Bloom Fest this year. Tour of the British Isles featuring the Downton Abbey castles. A New Year's Eve trip, and we're hoping to get tickets to the Seahawks. So that'll come up. Information on that won't be until after the schedules come out, and that's in May. Then next year, Chicago, Best of Chicago, and then St. Louis, Branson, Memphis, and we've added Nashville. So we're going to be doing all 4 of those. So please come out 1 o'clock Friday and meet Edmund and Friendly Excursions and see what he's got to offer. I'm very excited.
Okay, so I have a question about the Seahawks, because I know you've done that in the past.
Yeah.
So do they have a New Year's Eve game? Is it just kind of every year they do that?
With San Francisco.
Oh, okay, that's what I was wondering.
So San Francisco is where we plan on going, and we do a whole tour of the waterfront, the wharf, a couple of the islands. Lois, if you're out there, you were on it. She actually gave us the tour of where she was stationed. It was really neat. And then we have a New Year's Eve party.
And she used to ride on the floor cleaning machine, I think.
Oh, yeah.
She has some good stories.
She does have some good stories. So maybe we can get her to go again. And all of my Lady Hawks out there, because we had 18 women and Edmund and Al. And we were all dressed in Seahawk gear. We were Lady Hawks. We actually had part of the San Francisco stands coming up into our part of the stands, and we were right down on the,
nice.
Yeah, it was perfect seating. So hopefully we get to do that again. So what did you do this weekend?
I went to Auburn, and I visited with my dad and his wife Myrna and my stepsister, her husband, and I got to see her baby, Bodie. About the same age as Dolly. So he was born May 25th. So when Dolly was May 21st, I think Leslie said.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, he is the happiest little guy. Just smiling, and he's such a happy baby. And then all the kids played together. And I played badminton, and I really remember being a lot better at it.
You and I both had the same kind of weekend.
And I'm sitting there like, I swear I should have hit that.
There was a hole in that badminton.
No. And then we drove home, and thankfully, I have Ashton that can drive part of the way now,
yeah,
so it's
nice.
so nice. I had a headache on the way home because I didn't have any coffee at my dad's, and I didn't venture to go get a coffee because I don't know why, and I think I had a caffeine withdrawal headache.
Those are real.
They are.
Those are real things.
They are, and it was bad. And then you know what? I got home, I had my coffee, and a little bit later, guess what? It was gone. So my oldest son, Ashton, keeps telling me, Mom, you're addicted. And I'm like, no, I'm not.
If you're getting caffeine headaches, I'm thinking so.
Yeah, I might be. And then I just recuperated, the rest of, Sunday and
Monday.
Yeah. Oh, Zoe says, hi, Grammy.
My girl! Hi, Zoe! And that's where I spent my weekend. Bailey turned 8 on Sunday. However, Saturday, and here's my girls right here. Let's see. Well, they got their mask on. Well, Bailey doesn't. She was opening presents. I always wanted to get a good picture of them. Oh, here's one of them. Oh, no, that's a video. There's my mom and Zoe and Bailey.
Oh, 8 years old.
8 years old. And so Bailey wanted to have her birthday party at the bowling alley. Well, I haven't bowled since, what's this year, 2021? Probably 2000 and, I don't know. Oh, 2006. 2006. But my mom had me beat because she hadn't bowled since I was 8 years old.
Oh.
So that was about 56 years. So we were a little concerned on how we do. The girls did great. We had so much fun. We had Justin and Sherry and the girls. We had Vicki and Rick, which Vicki is Justin's mom. And then Al and I and Mom. And do we have anybody else? Zoe, do we have anybody else? I can't remember. Oh, yeah. Lindsay, Sherry's sister, and her 2 girls. So we bowled, and we just had a great time. And I was afraid. We didn't do too bad. I mean, Mom and I were like in the 60s and 70s, which is... Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, I was just happy I got to bowl and was able to get back up.
I was going to say, that's not bad for not bowling for a while.
Oh, and it was so much fun. I just love those girls. We love going down there, and we got to see them on Easter and then go back down for Bailey's birthday. So
nice.
Happy birthday, Bailey, yes. And hello, Zoe.
Happy 8 years
Zoe's going to be 12.
Oh my goodness.
I know. I can't believe it.
Is that?
And I'm only 29.
Do they That's amazing. I know. Do they consider her a tween now? What years is a tween?
12.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh.
Well, 11 and 12. So Zoe, you're a tween.
tween.
You're a tween. She's a sweetheart too. Both girls are so good. So I love spending time with them. But so Sunday morning we get up. I took an leave that night just in case. And then Al and I ended up putting in a new floor in our dining room. So I was feeling pretty good. I thought, oh, this is great. I feel good. I'm putting in the new floor. Monday morning, I didn't think I could move. There wasn't enough leave in the world to get these legs moving. And my knees feel like they are swollen. I can't even get down on my knees. When I had to get the thing from down there, I didn't think I was going to get up. They just hurt so bad. So I may think I'm 29, but my body is not. But I was glad because we had a good time.
Your mind is 29.
My mind is 29. My mom's mind is 30. Nikki's is 28. Just staying right there together.
And Sherry says, we were all a little rusty.
Yeah, we are. Well, except Justin. Al even said, we got home and Al goes, oh, I didn't know that he could bowl.
Did he practice before you came down? He's
well,
like, you know what?
Probably.
I'm going to show
But he had a nice curve. That ball came down and it curved and it just went right into the pin. And I mean, he was turkey. His mom, Vicki, even got a turkey, which is 3 strikes in a row.
Oh.
Yeah. She did really good.
I could do that with the bumpers up.
Well, I probably could too. And this bowling alley, now they have, you set it up to where, okay, so when Bailey would get up, the bumpers just automatically come up.
They do.
And then they go down. So next time I may have him just set it up for me and I don't know how it happened. It was great. But it was fun. It was a lot of fun. I haven't bowled in a long time and we had a good time. Great time was had by all.
Yay, fun.
Yeah. And then one last little thing. So Al just called me just before we started the show, and he says, this was just left on the side of our yard. And if you can tell, it is a sink, a bag of I don't know what, and a tote full of stuff, and a carpet, and I don't know what that is. But he said that this bag and this tote were so heavy that there's no way that somebody, carried it there. Somebody had to pull up next to our house, unload it from their car or truck.
And this happened today.
This happened today, just an hour ago. I told him the sink looked like it was in good shape, so save it. Because we'll put it in another bathroom.
If anybody, whoever did that, just come pick it up, no questions asked.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not going to tell you where it's at because you know.
Except the sink.
We'll keep
the sink.
But yeah, so anyway, I just thought that was the weirdest thing I've ever. Who does that? Who pulls up next to somebody's yard and goes, "Oh,
the dog didn't bark"?
No, because it was in the front part of the yard.
Oh, that's
that's the front.
Oh, okay.
And just pulls up and says, "Well, Goodwill." That's what happened. I bet you anything Goodwill didn't take it, and so they
you
stopped.
You guys were clear close over there.
And they dropped it off.
Everything
Unreal.
And the kitchen sink. They
did. They left everything plus the bathroom sink. So I just go, who does that?
So now you guys have to dispose of that.
Yeah. You loaded it into the truck, so except the thing.
So where do you, because, I have the garbage man that comes, but do you have to go clear out to the dump and tear
Yeah, tear sites. Well, yeah, we have a garbage man too.
So you can't fit that
No.
So, you have to
We're going to have to go out to the dump. And it'll cost $10.
Yeah, whoever you are, come pick that up and leave $10.
That's right. Stick the $10 on the fence because you know where you left it.
That's like a tip, just because you did that. And
tip, that's paying for your junk. I should go, and because they got cameras at Goodwill, I should go over there and say, I want to know on this day.
Yeah.
Somebody tried to unload this. I want to see your film. I want to see it.
People leave stuff, though, all along the road. Somebody was telling us, remember, they get tires. Ken. Ken was saying, stuff
he lives way out there.
Yeah, and people take stuff out there, and they just...
We're in the middle of Yakima.
Yeah, with a bunch of people around.
With a nice yard.
Apparently, they don't care.
Witnesses or... Yeah. Anyway, so did you notice I am copying with
that's
my...
a lady cup.
Yes, in case you didn't know, I am a lady. We've talked about it. Proclamation, Lady Laurie Jean Schatz. I hereby, I can't read the rest, but I owe that little patch of land in Scotland, which will get.
You know what? I was just thinking the patch is probably as big as this little thing.
It probably is. It's just as big as that right there. Well, I had this put on a cup.
Well, that's probably, though, they're like, this is the life.
It actually says, I think it's a foot by a foot.
Oh,
so it's probably.
So you could stand on it.
I could stand on it. If I could find out where it is, I'm going to do, because I have the latitude and longitude. So when I go to Scotland in September, I should see if I can find it.
You're like, this is my plot.
This is my plot. This is my tree. So anyway, if you guys have noticed, our shirts are homemade. Orbisculation. Orbisculation.
Yep,
Orbisculate is the word of the day. Sorry, Leslie, we're moving you back a little bit. We're going to use your little face.
Oh, Leslie, did you see on your chin
you
put a little orange?
You have a little grapefruit there.
On your chin.
Yeah, so you're part of Orbisculate. Orbisculation Nation. How many have heard about it? This is the new movement, and we are going to help them. So, orbisculate is to accidentally squirt juice and or pulp into one's eye, as from a grapefruit, when using a spoon to scoop out a section for eating.
It's just a grapefruit?
Well, I think it could be any. Oh, yeah. To accidentally squirt, number 2, to accidentally squirt the inner contents from fruits, vegetables, and other foods into one's face, body, or clothing, or onto that of a person nearby. Used in a sentence. Why are you squinting, dear? It's nothing. The grapefruit I was eating just orbisculated in my eye. So
I hate that when that happens.
I do too. So we decided for the for in honor. Can we see it? I don't have to move everything.
Sorry, Leslie.
Sorry, Leslie. You'll come back. So in honor of orbisculation, well, actually, do you think we should tell them exactly what that is, in case you don't know? Okay.
Yeah, I hadn't even heard the story, but see, I don't have the news, and I don't just sit
Well,
and hear about it.
I got the news, and then I got the one of the reports. Orbisculate was born in upstate New York when Neil Krieger was a college freshman at Cornell University in the late 1950s. He was asked to make up a word for a class assignment. Orbisculate was born. Krieger, who later became a research scientist and started a biotech consulting company, loved the odd word so much that he used it with his 2 kids and wife. Growing up in the household, I just assumed it was a real word, his daughter Hillary said. This is a picture of them. That is Neil, Susan, and then their kids Jonathan and Hillary.
Sounds like a real word.
Well, I would think so. So, growing up in the household, I assumed it was a real word. Hillary said she was taken aback when a college friend told her it wasn't a real word. They were eating oranges in the Krieger family home when they were in their 20s, and Hillary said, "Oh, that obisculated on you." After he questioned the word, she added, "Obisculate, you know, when fruit squirts on you." Embarrassed that her writer friend didn't know this fantastic word, Hillary bet him $5 that it was in the dictionary. We opened up the dictionary, and I could not believe that it wasn't there. I was in such shock. She ran to her dad's office after the word didn't show up on the American Heritage Dictionary, and her dad met her with a sheepish look and explained that he had made it up.
Oh, that's too funny.
Well, Neil passed away on April 29th, 2020 of respiratory failure and complications due to COVID, according to medical records. He was only 78 years old.
Aww.
Now the Krieger family of Boston, my favorite city, is trying to get orbisculate into the dictionary in honor of their funny, whimsical dad.
Aww.
Getting the word into a dictionary is tougher than you might think. Just because people are tweeting about the Obisculate project or writing about it online doesn't mean that the word is going to get in. The siblings are trying to get the made-up word into any dictionary, but it's a long process. So far, it's graced online halls of Urban Dictionary. The word needs to be used in the common vernacular in multiple ways. If people are using it when they talk, and if the word is being used in different places, it makes it more likely that the dictionary editors, if you're out there, will consider adding it. So far, Obisculate has graced crossword puzzles, a comic strip, and it's been engraved on a grapefruit spoon, and has been added to the popular Zynga game. I think you saw Words with Friends.
Yeah.
So that's a big step. Hillary says, our dad was definitely a it's the journey, not the destination type of guy. He didn't live his life for destination at all. When asked how her father would react to his kids trying to get his word in the dictionary, she said, he would definitely start laughing. There's no question in my mind. The fact that we want to do something fun and that we love this word and all that it says about how much we love and miss him would mean the world to him.
Aww.
So we are part of the Obisculation Nation. And if you go to www.obisculate.com, you can sign the petition, Obisculate. You can sign the petition, and you can also order the shirts, which are really cute. We didn't order them in time, so we had to make our own. But this is what the shirts look like, and they've got them in tank tops in different colors. Obisculate. You can make donations, and you can help out by using the word and become part of the Obisculation Nation.
Okay, if twerk is getting in there, then
exactly.
Let's put Obisculate in there.
So one family, if you can see this is a thing of clementines, They went around to a whole bunch of stores and stuck these papers up, and the stores let them keep it. And it says, warning, strong possibility of orbisculation. Peel citrus at your own risk. Protective eye gear recommended. I just think that was cute.
So funny.
So
what a sweet way to, remember their dad and to do this.
I agree. I think it's great. So here's the Kriegers again. And Jonathan and Hillary and Susan, we're sorry for your loss here at Chatface, but we are now part of the Obisculation Nation, and we will be, actually, I already ordered my shirt.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, so I got you a shirt. I got Leslie a shirt.
Oh, you did? I was really joking.
No, I did.
Thank you.
I just ordered them today and did a donation on behalf of Chatface. So we will be part of that. So now, in honor of, let's see if one of us can get orbisculated. That's why we have this orbisculated. So, are we ready?
Yep.
No worries. Son of orbisculator.
Yep.
We don't have slow-mo, so we had to do our own.
Yeah.
Oh, I just did. I just obitulated all over everything.
I almost got
Obitulated.
in my eye when you were cutting that.
Oh. How fun
right here, look. That was close.
Leslie, come back up.
Oh, Lois is there. She said, we went to Treasure Island.
That's it. Treasure. I knew she would know.
Actually, I think I might have got it dropped in my eye.
You, I see.
I got orbisculated.
You did. It's fun thing to use. So, you have some fun facts. I'm going to just sit here and beat on this one.
Okay, you go ahead and...
This was really good.
So, Leslie usually does our fun little stories, but since she's homesick today, I guess I'm going to try doing this. I did find something that was pretty funny. So it's never too late to turn a library book in. Have you been late on library books? I don't go to the library. So.
Probably in high school.
Yeah. So there was an overdue library book that was returned to a high school after 32 years.
What?
Never too late. Again, if you find the book, and it's funny because the book is called Manners Make a Difference. So they must have read the book because they found it and were like, I need to turn that in. And it actually, they had mailed it in. There was a note on it that said, sorry, just 32 years overdue. Call it Catholic guilt. And so they actually, instead of putting it back, because it's an old, outdated book, they are, well, it says they're going to put it on the school display in the study center. So after 32 years, they turned in a book, and the dues would have been $1,163.
Did they waive them?
Oh yeah, they're not going to try to collect any money because they did turn it in.
I wonder if they still had record of who it was.
There was no name. They don't have record, but the let's see who opened it. Because the person who opened it has actually been there, would have been there when it was checked out. So they wanted to know who it was that returned it because they don't have the record of it because they're like, she's like, I probably know.
I probably checked it out to them.
Yes.
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
Well, good for them.
Yes.
Never too late to be honest.
Exactly. And it doesn't even have to be because it's Catholic guilt. You return it. I love, though, the name of the book, Manners.
Yeah, that was good.
And then I did find another one, too, about paragliding. So I would be totally fearful and would not be able to paraglide.
Now, wait a minute. You mean like off of a cliff or on the back of a boat? Because we did that.
This was off of like a cliff.
Oh yeah, no.
And so there was a Turkish musician who was really nervous about going paragliding for the first time. And so his friend, who's a professional paraglider, told him to do something that, like, to take away his nerves, you know. And so he brought his violin along, and I couldn't get a picture of this because it was a video. He brought his violin along, they were tandem paragliding, and he played his violin because he was nervous and it took his mind off of paragliding. So when they jumped out, he got his violin and started playing the violin paragliding.
Well, doesn't that just defeat the whole purpose of paragliding? Maybe he'd go up again. I mean, because you're supposed to. Well, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, but can you just imagine seeing somebody paragliding and then you're like, and you hear something and you're like,
you think you're in heaven because
is he playing a violin?
Weirder things have happened.
That's one way to beat your nerves. I
guess so.
You know, so
not concentrating on falling off a cliff.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. I would just fall down before. My knees get so weak when I get on the ladder.
I do too. My knees turn to jello.
So do mine. I can't
control it.
My parents leased the motel that's next to the grocery store in Packwood, and it has the second floor. Okay, I would be up just on the second floor, and I'd look down, and my knees were like so wobbly and weak. It's just, I'm off the ground, and I'm like, oh no, I just feel like I'm going to collapse.
I have the feeling, and I know there's a word for it. Should look it up. Somebody can look it up. But I get that feel. If I'm up something high, I think I'm going to throw myself off. I'm afraid I'm going to throw myself off.
That is something, and I don't know what it's called, but yes, that is.
It's terrifying. I mean, I'll even have nightmares of it and wake up. Oh my gosh, I was going to throw myself off the building. I don't think I ever have.
Hey, we're not going to let Lori
go
on the ladder.
No,
no,
it's not ladders. I mean, I can do that. And just kind of shake it. It's just, I'm just throw myself off the ladder 2 steps. Committing the ladder side. No, it's the top. It's when you're at the top of a building and you're looking down. It's that. I'm just afraid something's gonna come over me and just throw myself off.
I feel like my knees are gonna collapse and I'm gonna fall over the edge. Because I'm like a noodle.
Noodle is a good way to describe that because that's exactly how it feels.
Yes.
It's a noodle.
And then I do have, since we did the grapefruit and we have the lemons and I have oranges on my ears.
I have grapefruits on my ears.
You do? How fitting. I did find some 10 fun facts about fruit. So did you know the color was named after the fruit and not the other way around?
What?
Yeah.
The color was named after the fruit?
So it wasn't orange and then they seen oranges and said, oh, that's an orange. It was the oranges and they called them oranges and then they called the color orange. So it was orange after the fruit.
So is that the only, because I'm trying to think, strawberries, that's not a color. Just orange?
On my paper.
Lime? So oranges are the only one that is.
Sure, yeah.
Like sure, that's true.
We're going to go with yes. Yeah. I didn't fact check this.
So.
Okay. And then it says, speaking of oranges, they actually don't exist in the wild and are a cross between, oh my gosh, I don't know this word, pomelo and mandarins. I didn't know oranges aren't wild.
Well, there's orange trees. Or maybe those are grafted.
But they're a hybrid.
Oh.
Yeah.
Florida, you liar.
I maybe should have fact checked this. No, but it says right here.
It says. It was on the internet, so it must be true.
It must be true. BuzzFeed don't lie.
I have Linda Lockwood here. Linda Lockwood. Wondering first about the cruise. Oh. That's just personal stuff.
Oh, that's.
Oh, yeah. Sherry's mom. I mean, Janice, who I call my sister, Sherry's mom, Janice, was bowling with us, too. She did better than us. That's why I didn't mention you, Janice. She did good. She's fun. She's a kick.
Well, and it says Keely, Jaden, and my mom.
Yeah, I did say Lindsay and the girls.
Oh, okay. And then kiwis have more vitamin C than an orange, so if you want vitamin C, eat a kiwi and not just an orange. Yeah. And then you can use banana fiber to make paper and fabric, which I didn't know that.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to save my banana peel. Wait, is that fiber? Yeah, that's. Where do you get the banana fiber, the peel? And then I'm going to like weave it through and make, some clothing and stuff out of it.
I smoked a banana peel once. It was the 70s. We smoked anything.
How did that turn out?
Not very good. You're supposed to be able to, Anyway.
I don't even know how to respond to that one. Tomatoes are the most popular fruit in the world. And,
really?
Yep. And bananas are naturally slightly radioactive. Did you know that?
No, I did not know that.
They have a naturally occurring radioactive isotope, but you'd have to eat like 100 million bananas in a short period of time to get a lethal dose, so it's fine.
Whoa. Maybe that's what we were going for when we smoked them. I don't know.
And then, did you know bananas look different now because we have modified them so much they don't look how they originally used to? They used to look like this.
Well, I would need it if it looked like that, so
yeah,
that's
so it's
probably
not
a good
pretty.
thing.
We like pretty fruit, so.
Yeah, we do like pretty fruit.
And then roses, they actually produce a fruit, which is rose hips. I didn't know that's a fruit.
Oh, wow. I knew of rose hips, but I didn't know it was a fruit.
And then originally, pineapple was used to refer to what we know as pine cones, and when the Europeans first came across the fruit in the Americas, they named them pineapples because they look like pine cones.
Oh, well, that's cute.
And they're actually not a fruit. They're a group of berries fused together.
Pineapple is? Oh.
Yeah. That's interesting.
We learned something today. Thought you weren't in school? You're in school.
Yep, pomegranates contain up to 1,400 seeds.
Yeah, that's true.
And this one here is quite interesting. I wasn't going to mention this at first, but I'm trying to think of how to word it. A Hawaiian myth states that breadfruit grows from the unspeakable part of the male gender, part of their body, of a dead man.
So you're talking about dead testes?
Yes. Yes. It was delicious, but the legend goes that when people learned what it grew from, they threw it up and spread its seeds all across the island.
And that's how we get breadfruit.
That is the myth. Say what you will, but it's surely an effective propagation strategy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever eaten breadfruit?
No, I haven't.
I have not either.
When
we go to Hawaii next year, Hawaiian cruise.
May, yeah, I'm going to go on there too. In Lord's
5th to the 15th.
I'm going to be in there. And then apples, if you plant an apple seed, did you know it doesn't grow into an apple tree? They actually take like a limb or something and they start apple trees. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea.
I was part of an apple growing family.
Oh, you were. You knew that.
I learned how to graft.
Yep. And then did you know figs are not considered vegan because they digest wasps?
What?
I know. It says the fig wasp reproduces by laying eggs in the inward-facing fig flower, and then she will then dutifully lay down and die inside the flower. The eggs hatch. The males will then breed with the females and chew a hole in the flower through which the females will escape, as males have no wings. Usually the flowers in which the wasps lay their eggs do not develop into the fruits we eat. Occasionally, though, the wasp will lay her eggs in the wrong kind of flower where she can't lay her eggs or escape from, so it is eventually digested by the enzymes as the flower turns into the fruit. So you could be eating a wasp when you eat a fig.
Well, the wasp part is all the other stuff I'm not sure about. So let's get that taste out of our mouth. So, we are, Leslie, you're missing. We've got our two little, can you see these?
No.
Our little waffle makers. Shovel over. We're going to make some, I got some really good waffle mix from the Tulip Festival. Go figure. figure.
Oh.
Yeah, and
is it like
so
tulips in there?
no, but it smells really good. I think it's just propaganda. So that's
It's what they grow them in.
yeah. Anyway, I'm doing a single serving because we're going to make a pancake. A little bit of oil, about a tablespoon. Yeah, maybe a little more. And then mix it up. We want to see if these things that Nancy bought us, if they're going to work. So I hope everybody had lunch so they're not hungry today after we're doing all this.
That is a weird color mix.
It's I
like
think
brown.
Yeah, there's some brown. I did a third of a water, but I'm wondering if maybe I need a little more because we didn't have a. Oh, maybe that's too much.
My mix isn't that brown.
This is one of those naturals, I think.
Oh,
when you get to, because it's in the, where is it? Oh, here it is.
Oh, yep, yeah, that explains it, yeah.
Pancake and waffle mix. So I'm doing the single serving here. We're going to see how our little things work. And they heat up fast because I burnt myself already. So we're going to close with
oh, it's whole food, plant-based, gluten-free.
Whole food, plant-based, gluten-free. Oh, you can't see it.
I think that's 3 times fast.
All right, so we're going to try our waffle. A little bit in our waffle. It's kind of thick.
It is.
Yeah, we'll see how it turns out. And off. Shut that. And our pancake or ham. We saw cookies, but I think you can do pancakes. This one really gets hot.
You should make some cookies, healthy cookies.
We're just hungry. We haven't eaten.
I had turkey meatballs, but
Okay.
What's that taste like?
Like it's gluten-free and natural.
Oh.
And plant-based.
Huh. Wow.
Well, I have here for us some mixed fruit jelly and syrup.
Oh, that's good. We might need 2 syrup.
Yeah. So while we're making those, or waiting for those to cook, because we're coming down to, on the same thing of orbitulation. Now, has anybody noticed that when you wear a mask? Well, first off, have you heard, if somebody comes up to you and says, you have a bat in the cave, do you know what that means?
A bat in the cave. Oh, is that a booger?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so a lot of people are experiencing what I like to call bat mask.
Batman.
Because the masks press on your nostrils, and when you take the mask off, you got a bat in the cave. So we need a new word. When somebody comes up to you and says, oh, bat mask, you're going to know you need to check things out. So, bat mask, new word.
Do you know, okay, so when I wear a mask, my nose starts getting like runny, and then I feel like, uh-oh, I need to wipe my nose, but then I'm usually doing something, of course, helping somebody at the front, and then, well, this is probably TMI, but then...
Everything we say is TMI.
And then I'm like, oh, can they see my nose running because it's soaking on my mask? Because it makes my nose just run, and I don't know what it is. I mean, I can put a fresh new mask on. Doesn't matter. My nose runs. It gets stuffy. Is that what it's from? Bat mask?
Bat mask. And mine is short, so I have no bridge, so it just like, it feels like, it feels like there's something always in there. I don't know.
Feels like there's a bat in the cave.
Yeah, a bat in the cave. Oh, look it!
Oh, Nancy is asking who makes the pancake mix.
Look it! Look it! Little waffle!
It looks like a dog treat.
It tastes like one too. I will find out.
Oh.
Look it! You need baby spatulas.
Oh, they do have those little miniature ones. I have them for
Oh, I'm so excited. Now, you could also use, whatever kind you want. Hold on, where did I put that? Oh, here it is. Okay, Nancy, it is Canary Kitchens, www.canarykitchenseattle.com. And it has organic buckwheat flour, organic test flour, organic garbanzo flour, organic coconut sugar, baking powder, pink salt, does contain coconut and corn. Distributed by Lucky Star Bread Company, Burlington, Washington.
So if you're gluten-free, you can have, like, corn stuff, like, right?
Yeah, because
I really don't know.
Do you want the waffle or the pancake?
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Here,
Well, it
waffle.
looks like it's
Jelly or syrup?
A little bit of syrup, please. But I won't use this whole thing.
I had forks.
Oh, it's okay. I don't need a fork.
Okay.
Actually, I'll just do this and dip it. See, and I'm not biting off of it, so you can have.
Okay. So, I hope you enjoyed the show today. Glad to have some new viewers. Remember that our word for today is orbisculate, and we want to use that as much as possible. Thank you to Nancy for our new, how does it taste?
Good. It's not too bad.
I'm used to gluten-free.
Oh, I'm not.
Mm.
It's good with syrup.
It is good with syrup. Thank you for joining the show, and hopefully I'll see everybody Friday, 1 o'clock here to see presentations. Have a great time. Bye, everybody. No, we're not off yet, are we? See, that's why